He says he cares, but these 7 signs show he's not serious. So you're stuck in that awful spot where his words say, I care. But his actions, they're telling a whole different story, painting a picture of relationship uncertainty. It's that emotional roller coaster, right? Absolutely exhausting. You're constantly second guessing, analyzing every little thing, just trying to figure out if this is the real deal or if you're just convenient, a placeholder. Honestly, it's time to stop the guesswork, decode his behavior, and start seeing things clearly. Hi, my lovelies. Welcome to Dear Us by Andrea Chika Chukwu. Please support the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing for more relationship advice. If you're fed up with those mixed signals and the emotional whiplash they cause, then you're in the right place. This isn't about pointing fingers. It's about getting clear on these dating red flags. Because let's be real. If you are constantly questioning where you stand, your gut is probably trying to tell you something about his commitment level. Today, we're looking at 7 clear signs that he's not serious about you. Spotting these relationship warning signs can save you a ton of heartache and help you find your peace before things get way too complicated. 1. His communication and effort are all over the place. One of the biggest tip-offs, he's not really serious, inconsistent communication. Seriously. One week, he's super into you, morning texts, good night calls, making plans, sharing all about his day. The next, crickets. Texts become sparse, replies are vague, or worse, he vanishes for days, only to reappear as if nothing happened. This hot and cold routine isn't just confusing. It's a massive sign that you're not a steady priority for him, a clear indicator of low effort in the relationship. If his effort feels like a switch, he flips on and off whenever he wants. Consider this. When someone is genuinely invested and serious, their communication and effort might not be 24/7, but there will be a basic level of respect and they'll be there. You shouldn't feel like you're constantly trying out for a role or dealing with his breadcrumbing. Like, subscribe, and comment if this inconsistent behavior is already hitting home. 2. He's not really curious about you. Okay, think about your chats. Does he ask you real questions? Like about your passions, your dreams, what scares you? Or even just how your day actually went? Or does it feel like he's just waiting for his turn to talk or keeps everything super surface level, avoiding deep conversation topics? A guy who's serious about building something real, a long-term relationship, wants to know who you are deep down. He will be curious about what makes you tick, your friends, and your family. If he hardly ever goes deeper, or if you share something important and he gives a quick nod before flipping the conversation back to himself, that's a big clue. He's not looking for a real emotional connection or emotional intimacy. 3. He dodges talk about the future or commitment. This one's huge, a major sign of commitment phobia. Does he clam up, change the subject, or give you those wishy-washy answers anytime you mention the future? And we're not just talking about the big "what are we" chat, but even minor things like planning a weekend away next month, or mentioning a concert that's a few weeks away. If he's always sidestepping solid plans that aren't happening, like tomorrow, or if the idea of defining things makes him bolt, he's showing you he's not thinking long term with you. Someone serious will naturally want to include you in their future plans, not keep you stuck in a loop of maybes. And we'll see, avoiding any talk of relationship goals. Please hit the like and subscribe button and turn on your notification bell for more insights on navigating relationships. 4. You feel like an option, not a priority. Pay attention to where his time and energy really go. If you constantly feel like you're just squeezed into the empty slots in his schedule instead of being a valued part of it, that's telling you something about his priorities in a relationship. Maybe he bails on plans at the last minute if something better pops up, or you're always the one reaching out and trying to make plans. Or maybe he only hits you up when it's easy for him, like late at night or when his other plans fall through. Classic signs he sees you as a backup plan. When a guy is serious about you, he makes time for you. He makes seeing you a priority. He makes an effort to bring you into his life. 5. He keeps you separate from his world. After a decent amount of time, a serious guy will want you to be part of his wider life. That means meeting his friends and, down the line, maybe even his family. Key steps in relationship progression. If it's been months and you haven't met anyone important in his life, or he's always got an excuse when the chance comes up, that's a pretty big red flag, a sign he's compartmentalizing you. Does he avoid mentioning you to his friends or on social media, if that's his thing? Does he introduce you in a really vague way, like, this is my friend, even when it feels like you're more than that? Keeping you tucked away in a separate box from his main social life is a strong sign he doesn't see you in his future, a classic move of someone hiding their relationship. 6. He won't define the relationship. The DTR talk. The classic, what are we? Talk, the DTR conversation. If you've tried to have it, or even just hinted at it, and he dodges, tries to laugh it off, gets defensive, or hits you with lines like, let's just see where things go, or why do we need labels? He's pretty clearly avoiding commitment and relationship definition. Sure, relationships grow, and labels aren't the be-all and end-all, but a man who's serious about you and wants a future with you will be willing to talk about it and give you some clarity. He wouldn't want things to be murky if he genuinely didn't want to lose you. He'd want relationship clarity. Take a second to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments. How do you handle vague relationships? 7. He's still keeping his options open. This might sound like a no-brainer, but sometimes it's not so obvious. Is his dating profile still active? Does he get weirdly protective of his phone or mention friends you have never heard of in a way that feels off? Maybe you've seen him subtly flirting around, or he talks about other women in a way that makes you feel a bit uneasy. A man who is serious about building something real with you will naturally start to close down other romantic possibilities, not actively date multiple people, or show signs that he's a player. Look, noticing these signs isn't about making him the bad guy. It's about arming yourself with the truth and recognizing unhealthy relationship patterns. His words might sound sweet, but his actions, they tell the real story every single time. You absolutely deserve someone who is not only confident about you, but also makes you feel safe, valued, and not confused or stressed by a lack of emotional security. If you're seeing a bunch of these signs piling up, it's really time to have an honest chat with yourself about what you want and what you deserve. Never be afraid to choose yourself and walk away from something that constantly makes you doubt your worth or a situationship that isn't fulfilling. If any of this hit home for you, or if you've been through something similar, please share your thoughts in the comments. Your story might help someone else out. And hey, if this is helpful, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe for more on building healthy relationships and knowing your value. Dear listeners, thank you for watching and supporting the channel. Until next Sunday, I will be in the comments with you. Please share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with anyone you know who may need this information on how to spot a man who isn't serious. Just remember, clarity is kindness, especially when it comes to your heart. Trust what he's showing you more than what you are hoping for. You've got this.